but which is a weird story. I never made it to basic training. It was stupid. Of course, now if we get into a war with Russia, I'm absolutely getting drafted because they'll be like, anxiety's not real.
They are not drafting you.
But so I remember being at RSP, which is Reserve Recruit Sustainment Program. And we would have to do our fitness shit each time, once a month. And for the guys, it was like, I think 24 was the minimum amount of push-ups you had to be able to do for combat roles, which I was infantry, or I was going to be infantry. And for the girls, it was literally like 6. And I just remember being like, you guys can do these roles. Like, I'm supposed to believe that, like, if I'm out there in the battlefield, like you're going to be able to carry me.
It should be by job instead of by gender, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if 24 is the right number, but whatever it is, it should just be by job.
Yeah, it was like 24 in
for
a minute.
Infantry, it needs to be whatever 20.
Then it shouldn't be push-ups. It should be a block that weighs 10 kilo.
It should be a
there's a
what does push-ups have to do with doing a job, right? Like that's how I operate my body weight. Like, show me the work that needs doing, and then let me prove myself amongst that. Like you're saying that if putting ammo crates that weigh, say, 120 pounds over your head is important in your job, woohoo!
To a large extent, it really is just like what's the most like.
Me and you could do that a few times.
To test people.
We're not gonna do it all day.
It's much easier to be like, all right, line up, everybody, do push-ups, than to be like, all right, today we're going to head into the armory and find a full ammo can, and you got to lift that over your head 20 times. Like,
no, that makes sense, but I'm sure you're also just like, they want the bare minimum. I saw the recruitment numbers for all of the branches of armed forces this month, and it's bad. They missed their numbers by thousands and thousands. Across the board, without fail, and every service.
They are slightly to blame for that, to be honest, because the physical standards are absurd for getting in.
Really, you think they're too high?
If you have asthma, if you've ever broken a bone,
we don't want you.
No, but if you've ever broken a bone,
that's surprising.
You are ineligible.
Even like a nose?
Yeah, nose, arm.
That's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you broke,
arm and leg, like
it was. You know, it doesn't matter. You could be cleared by a doctor. You need like 4 or 5 doctors to waive you for certain things, and other things aren't even waivable.
I bet it depends on the brand.
For me, my recruiter literally was like, he asked me on the drive there. He was like, "Have you ever broken a bone?" And I said, "Yeah, I broke my ribs." And he was like, "No, you didn't." It's like, "Okay." He's like, "Do you have asthma?" "Well, I did a while ago. I haven't had an asthma attack in years." "No, you didn't." Like, literally, recruiters tell you to lie because the standards are that strict that if you have even the slightest physical disability, you're out. I'm shocked I got in because my feet are nearly flat. I have nearly flat feet, like very low arches, and I got through. But for me, I was mildly colorblind, like not even red green, just like weird colors, like certain shades of yellow and blue don't look right to me.
Do you think you can do it?
That dropped me out of
sign up right now, go through boot camp and serve. Like,
how old are you?
Like realistic? No, forget the age thing. I'm not asking.
Pretending it was just.
Do it. Yeah, they're gonna let you. You think you can
pretending they let me, because I was looking at the. I'm sorry, not to dodge the topic, but I looked at the broken the bone thing, and I was like, "Is that real? Is that right?" That's based on what I found. It's mostly right. Yeah. Like in my case, I've got some hardware in me.
Yeah, it's no good.
You're out. You can't have hardware in you.
Exemption.
If you have any osteoporosis, if you have any atrophy from the bone broken, if it's still a little bit broken because it was like 6 months ago, out. Yeah, but it does look like it is possible to break a bone, heal completely if you didn't need surgery and still join. So there's it's a little
they're not kicking guys out. They got in a bar fight and have broken their nose.
What they told me was if you broke a bone ever, you're out. But that might have been to make sure that I didn't actually admit to having broken any bones.
Yeah, and again, liveabout.com could be wrong as well.
It's something like 80% of Americans of age are not eligible for military.
Kyle asked if I think I can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think I
look like you probably could handle it.
So some of the stuff wouldn't be hard for me, like the push-ups and the pull-ups. The running, I'd be like, the question is, can I run that much today and then run that much tomorrow and then run that much the next day? Like how much will I wear down? But I think I could survive boot camp.
You know what I'm worried about? It's the most bitch-made thing. It's blisters. Like I'm worried about getting blisters on my feet, and like because that would slow me down and like make me want to. Because I feel like I could run through some pain. Because even if you're like super sore when you start running, like you kind of get in the zone and the soreness goes away. Like if you just do it, like that's what a lot of people who are fucking quitters never find out, that like if you fight through that pain for 3 to 5 minutes, it goes the fuck away and it feels good again. It's not fun getting there, but it does.
They had a very good
strategy. As a swimmer, I did that a lot.
They had a very good strategy for motivating us, which was they brought in a very attractive private first class, a girl to oversee the push-ups and sit-ups. So as you can imagine, every single guy was like, I'm going to do 60 push-ups in a minute. Like as if this girl had any interest in any of
the winner
us.
Gets to fuck her.
That's
how I'd run the military.
I just remember, like, I was 19.
How much running is there? I wish we had like
any
like
amount
a guy.
is too much.
I wish Bob. I wish Bob were here. Because he would know like how many miles a day. My guess, I don't know, but I don't think it's crazy. I don't think they're doing no crazy. I bet they're doing at most 5 miles a day in packs.
Yeah,
I
know there's like there are like 20-mile ruck marches, but I don't think there's.
All right, I think it's like rare though, right?
Yeah, they can't be every day because they do need people to actually get to the other side of boot. And also, I imagine they build you up a little bit. You know, you want to enter in as best shape as possible, but you're going to leave in even better shape, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like day one is a 20-mile ruck, I hope.
I'd rather do a 20-mile hike than a 4-mile run 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also have different standards. It depends.
Or a march.
They break it up, at least when I was enlisting, they broke it up into combat adjacent and then non-combat roles. So like the combat had the highest physical standards, you know, run a mile in I think it was 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
I think it was 8 minutes going into boot camp or something, or basic training or something like that. And then once you were done, you were expected to be able to do 2 miles. I think you were expected to be able to.
Yeah, I can knock out an 8 minute mile. Like no
I
sweat.
could do an 8 minute mile.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
you
Not
sure?
no sweat. There will be sweat.
It's not.
Taylor,
Like,
are you sure you can do an 8 minute mile right now?
I could absolutely do an 8 minute mile. I'm built for medium distances.
I did a thing.
See, the former track runner in me thinks of medium distance as 400 to 800 meters.
Yeah.
I bet I actually couldn't. Look at me.
Almost every day for 30 days, but that was like 2 years ago. And
I'll tell you, I'll be honest. Yeah. I couldn't run an 8 minute mile right now, and I'm skinny enough.
I worked below. I got like a 7:58. Like that was, and it might have been actually like 1.1 miles. It was like a little longer, but I wasn't fast on day one.
In high school, I ran a 6:30 once.
Yeah,
and
me
I was
too.
really high on myself. And so if I just haven't lost anything since that day.
The last time I ran a 6:30, there was no internet.
We had internet, but I only ran the mile once. The day that they like required us to, and I ran 6:45, and it felt awful. Mm-hmm. And I haven't ran one since and timed it. But I did a ton of running on that last weight cut, and I was running a 5K every day. And
really? Is that 2.8 miles? 3 point? How long is it?
I don't know. The machine. I'm
pretty sure it's 3.2 miles. Yeah,
every day on incline with resistance, like with my heart, every day. I'm pretty confident I can knock out an 8 minute mile. If not today, then like after like 2 days of like doing it, like there's something about
19-year-old me.
Yeah, I just need to kick it back into me. I'm 19-year-old chemistry set over here. Okay, like my body gets up to speed. Okay, you give me a couple of weeks running, and I'll be a sprint.
How it would actually go, I guarantee to myself,
I get some EPO and probably
I would like burn myself out on the first lap. And then by the time I was like in the middle of lap 2, I'd already be doing the mental game of like, who are you doing this for? Like, I wouldn't want it. And I'd like quit like fat and sweaty. I'd be like, no, actually I thought about it and it was gay. I didn't even actually want to run fast.
I'm pretty sure.
When I was a junior in high school, I was on the track team, but I was a sprinter. And me and another one of the 100-meter runners decided we were going to try the mile. Just like, fuck it. Why not? See how we can do. Both of us, the first 200 meters, way out in front of everybody else, making these guys look like chumps. By 400-meter mark, we were like 100 meters behind. And
really?
I ended up dropping out after the second lap because I was like,
Yeah, you gotta averaging 2-minute laps is gonna be the thing because we don't run and we don't know how to pace ourselves. Because I use machines. I don't remember the last time I ran on a fucking.
That's so
street.
true. Where the hell do I get off saying I could run an 8-minute mile right now? There's just no way. Unless
I was trying to be nice about it.
Unless there's a slightly, if there's a man with a gun behind me, I can do it.
If there's a man with a gun behind me who's willing to give me 2 or 3 weeks to get in shape,
oh yeah,
I could do it.
Even then, I'm on like lap 4. I'm like, you've lived a full life. Let it happen.
The last time I was able to run,
the insurance will take care of her.
I was probably 22.
How old are you now?
I'm 25 in a month.
But not that long ago.
Where did he go?
It feels like a long time ago for me. It's a that's a much bigger. That's a tenth of my life.
Bigger chunk of your life.
You know,
Okay. That's how time works. That's how time
works. Dude, it feels a very long time ago.
When you get in your 30s, the years start just flying by, and at 40, they're like tic tacs for
feel
Woody.
slower.
Yeah, I pop years like Smarties.
Yeah, and notice
sometimes.